Welcome back. Heading into this Thanksgiving holiday, giving thanks here on the Roundtable program, and her story grabbed the attention of pretty much everybody in Northwest Ohio, and now in the days of social media, grabbed attention around the country when we aired this story about a young lady on a TARTA bus taking a trip to the mall of all places with her assistance dog, and all of a sudden, a guy tried to take that dog from her. And it grabbed so much attention, not knowing who this individual was, but finally there was an arrest made, and we have her here with us today. Erica Okinka joining us here on the Roundtable. Thank you so much for taking some time here to join us and kind of look back. And I guess, like I asked our guests before, why are you thankful this holiday?
I'm thankful for the opportunity to have Ingrid.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that I didn't lose her. She does a lot for me.
Talk about the dog. Talk about Ingrid and how long has she been with you, and just everyday rigors. You suffer from cerebral palsy.
Yes.
And she has been with you for how long, and how does she help you get through the day?
She's been with me a little over 4 years. Yeah, because she just turned 6.
Mm-hmm.
She brings me my shoes in the morning. She takes off my socks. She picks up things that I drop. She opens doors. She closes drawers. You're actually not going to believe this, but she takes the laundry and puts it into the washer for me.
Does she really?
She could actually put it in the dryer too, but I figure the clothes are already clean. I got the rest.
Talk to me. Let's go back to July for a second. And obviously the story grabbed a lot of attention, but as we look at the video, and this is just, you take TARTA, yes, quite frequently, and take me through that morning.
I just got paid, so I was excited to go to the mall. There was a new phone coming out, and I raised my 15-year-old nephew, so I figured I was going to buy him one as well. I was having a good day. I actually conversated with the person who attempted to take Ingrid. You know, he asked me where I was going. You know, a lot of people ask me, what does the dog do for you, because they want to know. And so I answered all of his questions, but the one question that stuck with me was, will that dog mess somebody up if they tried to hurt you? That's not something I typically hear often. Now I do hear, you know, does she protect you? And of course, she's been with me for 4 years. Every day we sleep in the same bed together, so of course if something's gonna happen, I'm quite sure she would protect me if she felt the fear. But
so the bus came to a stop, and he started to get off. This Quincy Matthews is his name.
Well, he told the bus driver he was going to the mall, like we were, and he rang the bell at Detroit and Bancroft and didn't get off, and then rang it again at Bancroft and Upton, and when he got off, he went to take Ingrid. So it was kind of weird that he rang the bell on Detroit, because all he did was stand up and get a bus schedule instead of getting off the bus. So he was acting a little funny, but I still didn't think that he was going to take Ingrid. I actually thought he was going to take my phone, because he asked me if he could borrow it.
You know, when we were talking around the newsroom this week, and we said, let's discuss this out in the open. Who's given thanks this year? And your name came up almost immediately because of the attention the story got on social media. I mean, were you surprised by that? All of the outpouring of support? People were sharing your story left and right.
I was excited that they were doing that. It showed me that I'm not the only person who cares about Ingrid.
Yeah.
You know, it's tragic when something happens to anybody, but I just never expected it to be me.
Quincy Matthews was sentenced to 2 years after trying to take Ingrid from you. Were you happy with that punishment?
Yes.
Did you think it should have been more?
I thought about his family too. I didn't necessarily think about him, because of course I'm angry you tried to take something from me, but he has a family too. Yeah. And his father was sitting in front of me, and he turned around and he introduced himself to me, and he said, I want to apologize for my son. I'm not making excuses for the things that he's done, but I'm a single father. And I thought about that. And so that's why I went ahead and accepted the plea agreement and said 2 years will be fine.
Yeah. What did that do to you emotionally when the father said that to you?
You know, I was happy that he apologized for his son, because a lot of times parents don't take responsibility for their children's actions, and he took responsibility. He said, basically he said, my son's an idiot, without saying it. And you know, it made me feel a little better that
just kind of a lost young man.
Yeah.
As you look forward to this holiday, are you happy? Are you looking forward to spending time with family, especially with Ingrid?
Yeah, I spend time with family often.
Yeah.
And they love Ingrid. Everybody loves Ingrid.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you taking some time to share your story with us once again. And obviously, like I said, your name still gets played about in the newsroom with somebody who's definitely giving thanks this year. 2013 will be one to remember for you, both positive and, you know, that almost negative. You said a lot of people were confused by the story because they thought you lost Ingrid.
Yeah, well, I think what they did is, I think they played the video backwards just because they got better footage at the end. Or better footage at the beginning, I mean.
Yeah.
So I think that's what confused a lot of people, because you're actually seeing the video backwards.
Okay.
And so they thought, well, wait a minute. She didn't have the dog. No, she has the dog. What happened?
Right.
But what it was just the angle of the cameras, I guess. So.
I gotcha. Well, Erica, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Have a very happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
And you can give Ingrid our wishes as well. We'll be right back. Stay with us here on the Roundtable program. We will talk with Lee Armstrong from Honor Flight, Northwest Ohio, right after this.